Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got a fun one for you today. Somebody requested this. We created a little sale banner you can put over any module, any row, any section, anywhere you want. Really easy to do. So let me take you through it. I'm going to enable my Visual Builder. Once enabled, let's go down to where we want to work. And to start with, I've got a couple of image modules here, and those are just simple images. You can do it on anything you want. I'll demo that a little bit more in a minute. But let's add one to this one perhaps. So I'm going to go into the image itself. I'm going to go over to the advanced, custom CSS, and don't panic. I'm going to take you through it all. I've done it all for you. We're going to go to the module elements tab. In the before pseudo element, you've got the before pseudo element, the main element, and after pseudo element. These are great for adding things on top of your images or whatever module you're using. Like I say, I'll demo it in a different module in a little while. Okay, well I want to tell it that I want some content on top of it, so I'm going to say content. And then what kind of content? Well, I want mine to just say sale, so I'm going to open and close some inverted commas. I'm going to write sale in all caps. You may have noticed it's up to the left-hand side there. Kind of difficult to see at the moment, but we'll fix that. I want to make sure that the position's absolute. We need to put a semicolon so we can write another line of code. So I'm going to say position, absolute. So it's going to stay exactly where we put it. Then let's make it so we can see it a little bit better. I'm going to give it a red background. So let's say background color, colon. I'm just going to say red. You can use a hex color or an RGBA or whatever you want to use there. And before it's going to show up, we need to give it a little bit of padding. So top and bottom, let's do padding, colon, top and bottom, I'm going to give it, say, 15 pixels, 15 px, and left and right, I'm going to give it, say, 60 pixels. Let's position it. I'm going to say top, I'm going to say 20 pixels. And you can see it poking out here. I want it to be on top of our image though. So let's give it a Z index. We'll try giving it 1, see what happens. Yeah, that brought it on top fine. If you need to, you can make it bigger than that. I want my writing to be white in color. So I'm just going to say color, hashtag FFF, whatever color you want yours. As you can see, that's white. I also want it to be bold. So let's write font weight, bold. That's better. We can see that nicely now, but I want to sort of turn it to 45 degrees. I don't want anything sticking out of the sides, just to show you what's going on because we couldn't really see it. It's an absolute position, so it's going to stay where we've put it. We've given it a background color of red. Change that to whatever you want. Padding top and bottom is 15 pixels. Left and right is 60 pixels. With 20 pixels from the top and negative 40 pixels from the right, so it's pulling it over negative 40 pixels here. We've given it a Z index of 1, so it's appearing on top. Color we've made white, and we made that font bold. Let's turn it the way we want to. We can do that with a bit of transform, rotate. Transform, I'm going to use rotate. Get some round brackets with no gap at the end. And I want to rotate by 45 degrees, DEG. As you can see, that's rotated that by 45 degrees. Perfect. But of course, I don't want these bits sticking out over. So we're good to go with our code here. While we're still in the Advanced tab, we can go down. We can go down to our visibility and change the horizontal and the vertical overflow. Change them both to hidden. That'll hide anything that's sticking out of the sides there. And we've got that nice little banner there. And of course you may think, well, I don't want to go through that every time I want to do it. We don't have to. You can just copy this code now. If we go back to our custom CSS, we'll select all this code. I would recommend you write it out, but I'll put it down below the video for anybody that wants to just copy and paste. Then you can go into your next module, Advanced, Custom CSS, Module Elements. We're going to put it in the before. We can just paste that code in there, Control V to paste. We got our banner there, and you know how to get rid of the bits that are sticking out of the end. Close up Custom CSS, still on the Advanced tab, Visibility. We can turn these to hidden. And that'll work for any module. If I just add another little module below here, let's just use a blurb module. And throw in whatever image you want and text you want there. I'm going to leave it just as it is. Let's just throw in an image, chuck in another one of these cars. Once you've got everything in your module, you know what to do. Go over to your advanced, custom CSS, module element, in the before element. Paste that in. We've got our sale banner going on there. And you can adjust the width if you want to. Let's make that 5. Come out a little wider on this one. That's fine. And we know how to hide it. Go down to visibility. And you can change it to hidden. It'll be hidden for you there. Now, if you wanted to turn that into the triangle or make more text there and move it, I'm sure you figured out how to do that, but I'll show you anyway. Let's firstly make it into a little triangle. If we go back in there to our code, custom CSS module elements, there it is. The padding that we've got there is top and bottom, left and right. If I copy this after it, Control C to copy, I'm going to put a little space there. I'm going to paste it right after that last entry inside the little semicolon there. We've now got top, right, bottom and left. So top, I can make that a lot bigger. Let's make it sort of, well, let's say 55. Made it a lot bigger. And we just need to adjust it to the position that we want. With our position, let's take this top to maybe -20. Kind of pulls it up there. We just need to shift it over to the right a bit more. -60 perhaps. As you can see, that shifted it over to the right. Of course, if you want to add more writing, you might want to change the position as well. We'll say huge. Gap in there. Great, we want it to come down a little bit because that writing's a little lopsided there. So top, let's try -10. That's a bit more like it. It looks like we've got to add a little bit more on the top there. Or we can just shift it across a bit. Make that -80. We'll put that up a little bit more. You see, you can shift it around however you want to. And of course, just copy and paste whatever modules you want it on. And you can add it to rows and sections if you want to. If I copy this now, we go into the actual section that this is in. Blue tab for a section. Advanced, custom CSS, module elements, before. We've got it in over here, but we don't want to see that overflow going on. You know how to fix that. Close up the custom CSS, visibility. Just hide it like that. And you can do the same for the row if you want to. I'm happy with it to be like that. On the back end, you may see a little of this overflow, but once you save it, it should work absolutely perfectly. Let's exit the Visual Builder and we'll check it out. And there we have it. There we've got it on some blurb modules right there. Got it on our section. We've got it on our little section down here. Here it is on some image modules. And here it is on another little blurb module. Like I say, you can put it on anything, any row, module you like. So I hope that's answered that question and showed you how to do that. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.